This is how it is. This is how it's always been. And it's how it's always gonna be, bro. 1 week they love you. Next week they hate you. Just make sure. Both weeks, you kick ass, bruh. I'm telling you, bruh. Your haters, your people from your hometown, bruh, they don't like you. You know why they don't like you? Because you're succeeding. They hate it. They want to succeed so bad, bruh. But they hate the fact that it's you and not them. They hate the fact that you got a big set of balls and they don't. And it just makes them ever so mad, bruh. Strike me with lightning. They're so mad, bro. Like I said, 1 week they love you, next week they hate you. Both weeks you kick ass. The same formula is forever going to remain the same until they grow a set of balls and begin to work. Or work with you. But you ain't being around no haters, bruh. You ain't doing that. You ain't finna do that. They can't help the way they are wired. And neither can you. All you can do is put in the work and do the right things, and all they can do is the opposite. You see, sometimes opposites are not meant for each other. The masculine and the feminine, that's something that's meant for each other. As for your haters, it just don't work that way. It just don't. You don't blend. If you were to mix paint, it just ain't blending right. It was better left alone. But one thing is for certain. Sometimes they love you. Sometimes they hate you. Because you're just not on the same tip of the iceberg. And that ain't your fault, bro. I'm here to tell you that it ain't your fault. You're doing you, dog. You're doing what you do. Your signature move. You're doing what you do. And they are left wandering, thinking, what should I do here? What should I do there? Should I focus on them and just hate on them because that's what I do? They don't know what to do. They don't know what to think. Which is why sometimes they might love you, sometimes they might hate you. When you see them places. Sometimes they'll talk to you, sometimes they don't want to talk to you, bro. They're watching everything you do. You might rub them the wrong way because you spoke truth. Who knows? But they're always watching you. Don't think they're not watching you, bruh. Of course they're watching you. Of course they are. Ooh. Shiver me timbers. Strike me with lightning. Oh my God. You see, bro, you're cool. You're cool. You're smooth. You hit your target every time. And they just continue to miss. They hate that. They hate the way you can be so cool as shit, bruh. And just take the thumps of life and not even care and just keep the ball rolling, dog. You probably just keep the ball rolling. Doesn't matter what happens to you. You get hit by a fucking truck tomorrow. You'll wake up and smile. Literally. Nothing's stopping you, bro, unless you get killed. Unless by some divine miracle you just die. And that's all part of life. Anybody could die at any time. You never know. You just make things look so much easier. And it's probably because you're chosen. It's probably because you are chosen. You. You probably do hard things all the time, but you make them look easy. Because you're a master. You know what you're doing. You worked tirelessly. Day by day by day by day. You keep improving. People that continue to improve are the ones that are being hated on by the people that are staying stagnant, staying the same. And if you stay the same, if you complain, you're going to stay the same. You can't do that. You can't make excuses for any shortcomings or failures or anything. Fail more. Fail forward. But this is the formula. You know, they want to believe. They want to believe they're on a different level than you are. They want to believe they're smarter than you are. They really, really do want to believe that. But if you look at the results and you flip through the book, the results show otherwise. Oh my God. And that's what they cannot stand, bruh. They're not living in reality. Reality is reality, baby, and there's only one reality. People can think whatever they want, people can think how they want, but guess what? There's only one reality. And it's the only one that matters. Your actions are what they are. You become your own actions over time. So that is on you entirely. It's a wonder why people like you, the chosen ones, get hated on. Because if you guys are the ones that are constantly evolving, like you're going from Charmeleon to Charizard, bruh. You're evolving into a big ass fire breathing dragon, bruh. Charizard. You're burning the whole house down. They're still fucking Pikachu or Squirtle or some shit. You got superpowers now, dog. You're Wolverine with the metal claws. It is what it is. There's no reason to be upset over these things. There's just not. It's going to be okay. But reality is reality, and they just can't seem to handle it. You don't see you guys hating on people that are in bigger places than you are doing better things. It's irrelevant. Because you know you can get there yourself. You always had that mindset. A hater always going to remain a hater, dog, until they really get kicked in the face. Hard. But you know, they'll avoid that too. They're going to avoid everything. But a hater will always remain the same. They can say whatever they want, bro. But they haters, dog. It's just in them to be that way. It's just in them to do the things they do. To think the way they think about you. And there's nothing you can do about that. Some people are going to love you. Some people are going to hate you. One week they love you. Next week they hate you. Both weeks you kick ass. It remains the same. It don't make a difference. Just make sure you're the person that's kicking ass both weeks. Who really gives a flying fuck about anything else? Concerned about this, concerned about that. I'm just telling you guys straight up how it is. This is how it really be, bro. You think everybody around you is legitimately happy for you, bro? You think that? If you think that way, you're delusional, bro. Unless you're surrounded by rich, perfect people. I'm not talking about rich just financially either. I mean rich in all ways. Which are few and far between. But if you're around that, you probably grew up around that. So yeah, people like that ain't going to be bitter and jealous and all this kind of stuff about you. But if you're the person, if you're the scapegoat, if you're the odd one out, if you broke the family curse, you will be hated by many. Even people that ain't your family, bruh. It's going to be most people that's around you. Or was around you at one point. It's not going to be strangers. It's not going to be nobody like that. That'll happen in a blue moon. It's going to be people you grew up around. It's going to hate you the most. Or used to know you. You could even meet people halfway through your life and you weren't fully evolved yet. You were still Charmeleon. And then you turn into Charizard and they see you 5 years later, bro. Oh yeah, they're going to hate you too. I don't know what it is. Actually, I do know what it is. But I don't at the same time. It's when you become better over time. When you used to know people. When you weren't as good as you once are now. You used to be not as good as you are now. People have a big, big problem with that. And it's the people that did not level up or grow up themselves. And that's just what it is. Those people, bro, will not like you. I don't care who you are. They're not going to like you. They're not going to be happy for you. None of that shit. That's why being around the same people all the time is going to be very toxic. They're not with you, bro. They're just not. They don't want to be around you. Where are they? Nowhere to be fucking found. Nowhere to be seen. You keep leveling up. You keep doing better, bro. You're ambitious. You got plans. You got ideas. You're on your hustle. You're on your grind. You strive to be better than you were yesterday. And it's the healthiest way you can live life. Does that make you a bad person? No. It has no correlation. I would argue you're going to be a worse person if you're just stagnant all the time because you're going to have a shit-ass attitude. You have nothing to look forward to. You have nothing to do besides hate on everybody else. And that's why I believe that. If you were busier, if you were failing forward, it doesn't matter if you don't know what the fuck you're doing in life. Fail forward more. Keep trying. Get kicked in the face. Allow it to happen and get back up. Some people literally need to get punched in the head really, really hard. You don't think that already happened to me? Of course it happened to me. I threw myself in a pen of fucking dogs, bruh. I threw myself to the wolves. Go and spar guys that's going to bloody up your face, bruise up your face. Bust up the sides of your eyes. Bust up your nose. Go do shit like that. You think your haters are ever going to do shit like that? No. Because if they're ever going to sit back and watch you suffer, they're not going to see the most of it. But they're going to watch you suffer and continue to climb the ranks in life. hating on you because you can take more than they can take. It's all about whatever you can take and keep moving forward. That's what life is. How much can you take and keep moving forward? They're not willing to go through that fire. They can say whatever they want, bro. They're not willing to go through that fire. They're not. They hit these certain points where they just stop. They can't do it. Their ability to take pain and their pain tolerance is very, very low. You can't take pain. You can't keep it going. And I'm just telling the truth. I'm a bad person. Oh my God. I'm a bad person for that. You see the correlation here? There's no correlation. It does not make me a bad person for speaking the truth. The real question is, why are you hating in the first place? Get on your shit. Come work with me. Go work with anybody else. You don't gotta be the way you are. Like a little hating bitch. It's just silly. Silly, silly, silly. Silly Billy. It's just nonsense, bro. Like, there's no point in doing that type of shit. It's not going to serve you. It's not going to serve nobody. And guess what? You're not going to stop the ones you're hating on. You're not going to stop them. Pointless. But you see the irony here? That's what people like that do to you chosen ones. You're chosen for a purpose. You're chosen to thrive. You're chosen to continue to evolve. And they just don't want to do it. You're going to stay a squirrel your whole life, bro. Little squirrel. Little squirrel. You're going to stay a squirrel your whole life. This video should be extra motivation to the haters, bro. I'm making you better. I'm making the haters better right now, bro. I'm making the haters' bank accounts great again, bro. This should motivate you. So you can thank me for talking some sense into you. This should give you a little bit of fire. Oh, you're so mad at me now, aren't you? You really want to punch me in the face now, don't you? Should give you some fire. Now go out there and achieve your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. Quit hating on the chosen ones, dog. We ain't do nothing wrong to you. They initiate all this bullshit, bruh. They are the ones initiating this shit, bruh. You know it's true. I know it's true. Deep down at their core, they even know it's true, and that's why they're so mad. This is Psychology 101, and you're here for the class. Class is in session. There's nowhere for them to go. You're cornered, you're blocked. I'm going to hold you filthy animals accountable. Phony Montanas. So, this is the truth. Let me know when you're really ready to work. I'll tone it down a notch for you. Make you feel a little bit more comfortable. They just got to get to work, bruh. They need to learn harder lessons in life. You have to be willing to literally feel every ounce of pain you're supposed to feel instead of avoiding it. Pretending like your life is good or if everything is alright. And allow yourself to feel miserable. Do you not think I allowed myself to feel miserable? Of course I did, and I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I'll feel however the fuck I'm gonna feel, because I'm going to get to where I want to go. I will die to get to where I want to go. That is the difference between the chosen ones and the haters. The haters ain't willing to go in the mirror and say that. They're not willing to say that. Do you know how many people I've ever heard say that in my life? Do you know how many people I have heard say something like that in their lives, is what I mean. Do you know how many people? Little to none. Little to none. Because they ain't really about that life. They really ain't about that life. If you're a true chosen one, you're about that life. Don't matter where you're at right now. Doesn't matter where you start. It's about where you finish. Your time will come. Stay up, stay patient, stay persistent. Keep grinding it out. Do the right things. And also, don't hold on to things that's going to get you nowhere. Because a lot of people make that mistake as well. I had a big first purpose that I try to go down and I try to make happen. I held on for it even a little too long, and I stopped. Because it was becoming a burden. When things start to become a burden, it's not getting you nowhere, it's not really doing anything. It's time to move on from that. Sometimes it's not about what you want to do. You want to play a fucking video game? Oh, I want to do that. It's not about what you want to do. It's about doing what's right. It's about doing what's right. Because that is what is going to make you a man. Is doing what's right. It's not about what you want to do. Oh, I feel like doing this. Your feelings, are you just going to live life off your feelings? I feel like doing this right now. I feel like doing that right now. I don't feel like doing that right now, but I might later. That don't make you a man. Do you think men want to get up every fucking day and build traps? Wake up sometimes at 3:30 in the fucking morning and go fishing on a boat in the middle of the night? Freezing? No! They don't want to do that every single fucking morning. But guess what? They don't care how they feel. They're going to get that shmoney. They're going to make that shmoney so they can feed themselves and feed their families and do what's right. Because that's what's going to make you a man. Not about what you want to do all the time. That's what separates real leaders and just pure fucking haters. Because your haters ain't built that way. They hate the fact that you can keep doing stuff like that and keep moving forward every single day. You can take a bunch of pain. You're not comfortable every day. You can take a lot of pain and keep on going. Because you have what it takes. You have that oomph. You have that grit. You have that blue collar, hard working, American style fight in you. And they just ain't got it. And you know what? They know deep down inside you're not a bad person too. But sometimes they just can't stand you, bruh. One week they love you, next week they hate you. It will always remain this way. That's why you'll never be close to these people. Because it's how they are. That's it.